success, wealth, financial freedom is within our individual and peculiar stories. The question to you today is, what is your story like? Take a look at your life since you were born till this moment. What has been your story? What have you been through? Within it is the seed of greatness. And the kind of story we want is you creating enormous and copious story. Within that story, it will reveal whom you are, the experiences you have, and the things you can do in life. Because if you cannot discover yourself, to succeed will become very difficult for you. This is why you too have to find your own story. And what I'm saying now is, I mean your own story. Every human being has a peculiar story. Within our peculiar story is our capacity to launch out and to succeed in an amazing way. Even if you are going to do new things, even if you are going to venture into new areas of business, venture, idea, it will launch out. I mean, the launch part will be in your history, in whom you are. Success cannot be achieved remotely. It doesn't just happen. When you see those who have succeeded enormously, they have a story. Every story, every success has a story. You will feed your success with your story. There is a man in the Bible called David. Before he could go after Goliath, he gave a vivid story of the success which he has had earlier. That success became a leverage, a launchpad to the next level. You too will surely have a story for you to emerge in that field you have chosen in life. There's something you need to do for you to succeed. You have to shift your perspective. You are never totally a waste. You are never totally a failure. In every human being, there is a seed of success. That seed of success leads to the next level of breakthrough, of success, of achievement. At this point, I'll be going to present to us examples and models which you too can use to escape poverty, to escape lack, to change your life from not enough to the realm of abundance. The abundance you seek is within your story. Let's move on. I want to start with the gold explorer. The gold explorer, that is experience, understand that before he can get the load of gold, he needs to find the traces around the region where there is gold. We've had cases of individuals that suddenly got into a gold area. In a gold area, you don't see bars of gold. What you see are trickles of dust with gold embedded in form of shiny dust. Some take that little dust, bring out the gold within it, and they give up, while others come in their trail to locate the mother lode of gold, and they became wealthy. Success always have a clue. The gold miner or explorer don't look down on the trickles of dust. It gives them indication that if that is present, that means they could get more. In business, the first customer is the hardest. When you get that one customer, it's a story for your business or brand that if you work harder, you can get tens of thousands and millions to identify with you. I want to give an instance of a multinational in Nigeria. I won't call the name. When they entered the country, they were into bottling. They built the factory, they bought the vehicles, and they set for a takeoff. They were expectant. The salesmen were trained and they stepped out from morning till dawn, till night, evening time. They brought the report back and checking through their sales, they discovered that all the salesmen put together sold just 16 crates. They were sad, and it was as if all their expectation crashed to nothing. But somebody stood out. The experienced MD, CEO, the owner of the business, he was happy. They wonder how could he be one happy. They had truckloads that had not yet been sold. He said if you have sold 16 crates, it shows that there's a market potential in Nigeria if you don't give up. Today, that bottling company has more than 12 plants in Nigeria, and they are still counting. Aside that, millions of bottles are produced daily to quench the thirst of Nigerians because somebody believed in the trickled success story they produced when they started. Looking at your life, checking back, we see that there have been some rays of hope, success in your life. But because you couldn't explore deeper, like the gold explorer, you gave up. Hidden within every experience, success story, achievement, benefits are larger opportunity. The essence of this video is to call your attention to this. Taking time to explore trickles of success. Taking time to look into those areas you have succeeded in time past. Stop running from one idea to the other. Stop wasting your destiny. In recent time, we have businesses like cryptocurrency. Recently, we have NFT. And what do you call this? It's also boosting affiliate marketing. Many of our youths are running from pillar to post. Many of them are losing their funds because I'm not saying you don't run after those businesses. They have to be in tune with your history, with whom you are now. Because whom you are now will give back to whom you will evolve into. There is no isolation in human progress. We move from one level to the other. But more importantly, every great success is hinging on previous success. The bottling company had a trickle of success built on it, and today they are mega organization in Nigeria. Our success story. How are we mindful of them? Do we look down on them or do we consolidate on them? This time, you have to consolidate on your success story because I'm going to present to us in the next video how to amplify it, how to build on it, how to multiply that factor. The problem we have is multiplication of the factors of success. Selling one will translate to selling billions if you understand how to multiply it. Before rounding up, I'll still bring other examples before you. The next one, paramount to this discussion, is my own personal experience. The reason is you won't say everything is theoretical. Some many years ago, I traveled to Abeokuta to say hello to my sister. Getting to Abeokuta, we had nice time and I was given the best treat. The next day, I was traveling back to Ibadan. Then my sister told me I should wait that one of our former boss will be traveling through Abeokuta to Ibadan from Lagos. So I waited for him. He took me into his vehicle and together we were coming to Ibadan. He was a lively person. He opened his mind to me and we kept chatting. He had a problem. He was a top brass in the Nigerian police. He was earning fat amount of money, but the problem is he didn't know where the money was going. He was suffering enormous loss. He was suffering losses. As the money comes, the money filters out. He now asked me, he doesn't know what to do. I told him I would assist him to create a program to solve that area of his life. And he was happy. The following week, I started the work. I created modules and models and programs to help him come out of wastefulness so that he can have some savings because surely retirement days will be coming on him soon. He was happy. As I said earlier, after I produced the manuals and the program, I sent the first to him, the second, the third by stage. I realized he was not followed. I didn't trouble myself again. I looked through the material. I saw that it's a very good material, about 15 to 20 pages. What did I do? I archived it and I began to look for how to sell it. One day I went to a cooperative and they told me they love the concept. We organized a seminar. The first batch of money that came into my account was 600,000 naira. Then, that day, I wasn't having up to 2,000 naira anywhere, home and abroad. When it entered, it looks unbelievable. That 600,000 wasn't all the money they would be paying me. At the end of the business, they paid me the balance, maybe about 200 or thereabout. I can't remember. But I remember 600 plus entered my account at once. I was happy. It changed my fortune, my state of mind. We organized the seminar, and the president, the treasurer of the cooperative came to me and said the seminar was exceptional. Ever since, it has become a watershed in my life that gave me the possibility of moving forward, moving ahead in the area of seminar facilitation, uh, workshops, and information marketing. And it helped me to understand that the sky is my limit. So, based on the story, the success I had with that, it has helped me to sell other programs like that. And I'm still selling till today. And every moment when I look back, it always gives me the confidence that there's a brighter future if I don't give up. That has been my the threshold, the foundation of other success I've had in the area of organizing seminar. So everywhere I go to, it has become a story I tell people of how I began the business. If you look back, you have had success in certain area. Why not look again and again? If you look further, you will see that this possibility of multiplying your success, because once you have success in one area, you can keep multiplying it. This is the message. When you succeed in an area, look further. There's mother lode of gold to explore, to trap, to take. Many people give up too early in life, and that is very painful and sad. In rounding up, I'll present to you two others. The first is the Wright Brothers. Many people have experimented with the, uh, the building of a flying machine, but they kept failing. But two young people came out, the Wright Brothers. They looked at the success story previously of some trying to fly. They go up and come down. They go up and come down. They never succeeded. But the Wright brothers were the first that fly a metal object from city to city. How? They built on previous success story. They went to the backside of the city and they kept experimenting that if it can hop, then it can go further and it can fly a longer distance. You too, looking at your life, in that area where you have had a seemingly small success, keep researching, keep exploring. At a point in time, like your right brother, your plane will take off and you become an envy of nations. Today, nobody really remember those that came before the Wright brothers, Wilbur and his brother. They have Orville and Wilbur Wright. If you don't give up, you too will be located and you'll be given a place among the successful and the nobles. The last one is pathetic because the first does not always win the race. Reiz Phillips came on board. He built the talking machine, the telephone, but was not in a state of perfection. So he set to and roasted with the chickens. He was satisfied producing toys and going to conventions to showcase what he has produced. That was all the glory Reiz Phillips was able to get because he had a success story, but he failed to build on it. Somebody came. You all know the person, Graham Bell. He looked at the talking machine. He believed if it can talk incoherently, if it can be used within a building, it can be extended further. Then Graham Bell continued experimenting, exploring, researching. Then he had it right. Graham Bell received the trademark. He registered the company and the right to telephone because he was the first that built it to a commercial state whereby it becomes useful to homes and families. And it gave him access to multi-millions of dollars. He was a very rich person in his lifetime. It is not just having a trickle of success story. It is about driving it until it makes you who you should be. Keep exploring, keep experimenting. Then one day you will get it right. Failure is not an end in itself. Failure, if well managed, leads to perfection. They took it to the court and everybody said what Graham Bell built was far ahead of what Reiz Phillips built. and that becomes a story for another day. Whether Phillips will ever win the right to it, but the world has moved ahead. Look at it. Graham Bell died many years ago. Even the telephone did not stay there. Today we use the Android phone. We use iPhone. The phone we have today wasn't the type we have in the days of Graham Bell. Life is about building on success story from one level to the other. Stop gallivanting, stop running from one idea to the other. You have enough idea in your hands. The truth is your idea will require technology, it will require people, it will require collaboration and so on and so forth. But it gets one to be weakened when you don't have a root and your root is in your success story. If you cannot succeed with the earlier success you have gotten, you have no right to success in a novel idea, a new information, a new thing that is emerging. The emerging idea has no usefulness to somebody that lack culture, that lack understanding of the rudiment of creating and exploring ideas. Even if you go online to sell book on Amazon, you will not sell volumes the first time. You have triples. It is that same principle you will now use. You keep exploring the story that leads to one sales on your Amazon uh, platform. Presently, I've sold some book on Amazon, but not up to 100 copies. I'm still also exploring because I'm not yet there. In the area of presentation, workshop, and seminar, I've made millions, but I'm not yet there. I want to become an household name. I keep improving myself. When you see somebody that keep improving himself, he has a long place to go. And the beautiful thing about life is you can succeed in any field. When you have attained unto a state of mastery and excellence, doors will be open to you. Then you become the drum major. You become the new reference of wealth in that field. Money can be made in every field if only you reach or attain to the state of excellence. Thank you for giving me your time. In the next video, we'll be talking about scaling your success story. It is not about selling a copy or two or three. How do you multiply the sales from just one or two to thousands and hundreds and millions? We'll be talking about that. Thank you for being part of this program once again. For you to have access to the full program, Scaling Your Success Story, I want to register with 2,000 naira now. Everything will be made available to you. You cease struggling, running after other people's story. Now you too will consolidate on your own story. We all have our story. 2,000 naira. And the beautiful part is you can resell the package. What it means is if you enjoy this package, this program, all you need to do is invite somebody at the same rate of 2,000 naira. You take 1,400 naira. 70% goes to you. And it doesn't stop there. It wants you come in. We'll show you how to scale up and earn up to millions on our platform. We'll show you how to get access to loans based on activity that also help us to scale our own ideas, brand, and business. But the beautiful part is even at the entry level, you start earning 1,004, even from the forces invitation, which is very easy. You earn 1,4, and it covers all you have put in, and you keep growing together. There are other opportunities that you cannot access until you come in. Scale upward. Scale upward. Ideas to succeed surrounds you. We will also show you multiple stream of income, how to access ideas that can help you to create multiple streams of income within 24 hours. Thank you very much.